Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For those new here, my name's Nikki. I'm an author and editor and I post videos here on YouTube about writing, editing, reading and all the other things I love. And we're here for a writing video today because I have a new release out. The story is called A Stitch in Time and it's a short story contemporary romance that forms part of Dream Spinner's 2019 Advent Calendar. So you can buy it as part of that set or just as a single ebook short story. The premise this year for all the stories was homemade for the holidays, so they all had to revolve around some kind of DIY or crafting aspect. For me, the first thing that came to mind was crochet, because I took up crochet myself about a year ago, just over a year ago now. And so that seemed like a good sort of springboard for an idea. And I ended up creating a story around a guy called Connor. He is someone who is a little bit reserved, a little shy, and he's been looking for a new hobby, and his good friend Mel suggests that he takes up crochet. When he goes to attend the class, he ends up bumping into a very good-looking, fit guy called Finn. And because he's a little bit scrambled, when Finn says to him, "Are you here for the boxing?" Connor replies that he is. And from then on it becomes a bit of a downward spiral that he can never bring himself to confess the truth. And as you may imagine, this leads to misunderstandings until we can finally get to our happy ever after ending. So that's the basic premise of the story. Obviously it is a short story, so I'm not going to tell you too much more about it, because otherwise you'd get the entire plot and there'd be no point reading it. But what I would like to do is just read you a very short excerpt from the opening of the story. "For fuck's sake!" With a petulant huff, Connor tossed the tangled ball of yarn. It dropped to the floor and commenced an uneven roll. Too late, Connor saw what was going to happen. He grabbed for the work in his lap, but all he caught was the hook, which came out of the loop as the wonky mess he'd been calling rows 1 through 3 slid to the ground in a pathetic-looking heap. He stared at it, too disheartened to complain and too despondent to reach down and retrieve his efforts. What had he been thinking? He should have taken up paper cutting, even if it cost him a fortune in plasters. Or decoupage. That looked easy enough, potential glue spillages aside. However, Mel had assured him that crochet was the way to go. Not only simple, it was relaxing, she'd said, and he'd believed her. The simple part had to have been a mean jest, and as for relaxing... He grabbed his phone, snapped a picture of the jumble on the floor and sent it to Mel, along with 6 sad face emojis and a question mark. A second later, his ringtone announced an incoming call. "You can't expect to be perfect on the first try," Mel said without greeting or preamble. "First try? I've been at this for 3 bloody hours. The instructions don't even make sense." "Maybe try watching a YouTube video, or better yet, join a club." "A club? For crochet? Crocheters Anonymous?" "A class then. Call it what you like. That's how I got started." "But won't I stick out like a sore thumb in a room full of grannies?" "Don't be ageist," Mel admonished in a light scolding tone. "You'd be surprised at the different people who attend. Crochet's not just for little old cat ladies these days." I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to find out more and see how Connor's journey of crochet and romance continues, then do pick up a copy. It's available, of course, from Dream Spinner Press, but also from all the usual places, Amazon, Barnes & Noble and the like. On that note, I should close, but I will be back again to see you all very soon with another vlog. Bye for now, everyone.